Hello and welcome to your weekend tarot focus. This is the wisdom of the oracle. Spirit, what guidance do you have for the collective for this weekend? What should the collective focus on this weekend, please? Chaos and conflict, the 33 card, master teacher. There's a lot of chaos and conflict that is happening right now. I'm in the United States and I can only speak for my country, but there are other things going on in other countries as well. This master teacher card is feeling that this chaos and conflict doesn't need to go on. It doesn't need to, I keep asking, or the question I keep hearing right now is why? Why is it happening, right? What other chaos and conflict is going on in your life? Um, of course, the environment around us does affect us, but putting all that aside, what's happening in your life that's causing chaos and conflict? Let's see if the reading will give us some guidance on that. And we have Truth Be Told, number 14, 5, which is change. So that's the truth be told is change is happening, right? Um, this is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is about commitment. It's about beliefs and traditions. Um, and I'm hearing that this chaos and conflict is dealing with those beliefs and traditions. And things are changing. That's just part of life, right? We just evolve. Things stay for so long and then they lose God, I just had that word in my head, but they lose not credibility. They lose what kept it around, right? Or what it was that was so appealing to everyone. I don't know why my ear is itching. Maybe that means listen. Okay. So it's itching and so let's listen to our intuition. Let's listen. Let's listen to the energy around us. How about that? Okay. So Spirit, what guidance do you have for the collective? What should the collective focus on this week or this weekend? This is the weekend focus. Okay, what you don't see coming is the Queen of Cups. Do I have this desk? Oh, I have the deck all messed up. Okay, so the Queen of Cups is self-nurturing, right? Nurturing self, um, finding love in things, right? Finding love around you. Love is like what makes the world go round, right? And feeling, right? So the Queen of Cups masters her feelings, masters her love. She has all kinds of love in that cup, and she gives it willingly um, because she gives it to those who need it. Temperance, Archangel Michael, right? Protection, balance, right? He has 1 foot on the ground and 1 foot in the water. And you have the Nine of Wands, which is boundaries, um, patterns, right? He has fought for all those things behind him, and he's willing to keep fighting. But he has a bandage. He's tired, right? So, have you been working really, really hard on something? Has this chaos and conflict just really been wearing you down? You're not giving up, but it's wearing you down. And let's try to get some answers to that. And this truth be told, this change is going to change that, right? And how are you showing up? The Eight of Cups. You're moving to higher ground. You're done, right? You've done this. You've completed this. You've mastered this, right? Whatever it is. And now you're moving to higher ground. And there's that full moon. And that full moon in Aquarius was just a huge energy. And there's still other energies around us. We have so many planets in retrograde right now. There's so much transformation and tying up loose ends and thinking about others, and just a lot of things going on, right? Um, so it's a big time, and maybe we need to slow down. Um, I don't see that yet, but let's see what the rest of the reading shows. Okay, challenge is the Nine of Swords. Um, are you stressing out? Do you have anxiety? Is all this energy causing anxiety? It can, right? With all this energy going around, we can feel overwhelmed, we can feel confused, but we can also feel energetic at the same time. Um, my girlfriend explained to me that she hits a lot of energy, and then that is what gives her anxiety, because it's like she doesn't know how to contain it or how to tame it, right? So we need to take pause, right? We need to not worry so much. I'm not saying don't worry at all, because life is hard and there's things that make us worry. But the thing that keeps resonating with me, because also it's part of the full moon in Aquarius, is about embracing change. It's part of all of the astrology that's going on around now, right now. It's about what's going to be happening for the next 19 to 20 years, right? With Pluto going direct, stationing direct in Aquarius, which is about going from the individual to the collective, right? We're no longer focused on ourselves. We're focused on what's best for everyone, right? Um, check out my August astrology update, and also that full moon in Aquarius um, videos. Both of those videos, check those out. Lots of information there. Okay, your recent past is the world. Closing of a chapter. So that's what happens when something closes, something new starts. That's change, right? So there's lots of change going on right now, and I think that many people are just kind of, change is hard, right? Change. I used to not be a fan of change, but then I joined the military. There is no, you know, things change constantly in the military. You are on a mission and you do what you do. And if something's not working, then you change and you do something else, right? You got a plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, right? There's always a backup plan. So things are constantly changing in the military. And as hard as it can be, sometimes it's not always the worst thing, right? Okay, your near future is a Seven of Wands, is setting those boundaries. So when we're doing this change, we can set boundaries. We can say, okay, universe, source, God, Buddha, Gaia, ancestors, whoever is your highest power. I'm going to, I'll have the mindset that things are changing, but I'm going to just change at this pace, right? I'm going to set these boundaries. Um, and there's nothing that says you have to like plug your nose in junk, right? You can set boundaries, any kind of boundaries you want for yourself. And your um, overall energy is the Four of Cups. So you paused, right? Standing still, but you're being a little stubborn about it, right? Um, what I'm hearing is right. You're cut the brakes, but got your foot on the brakes. But this Four of Cups, he's got his arms crossed and he's not looking at what's coming in, right? He's just seeing what he has, and he's like, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, right? Do you know what the definition of fine is? I, you know, it's messed up with an F, insecure, neurotic, um, and emotional, right? That's. I think it was kind of a joke back, in the early 2000s, right? 90s. But you're not fine. Nobody's fine, right? Um, but anyway, he needs to see what's coming in, right? So you need to see what's coming in. You need to be open to this change, open to the goodness that can happen with it. Let's get some clarification on this Nine of Swords. Spirit, what does the collective even know about this Nine of Swords? And you have 7, 8, and 9s. Um, and 2 major arcana, one being that you're being protected at this time, and one is a closing of a chapter. So this is definitely a timeline shift, right? You're going from one timeline to another. This is change. And it's causing this chaos and conflict. We're going to read this card, but let me get clarification on this Nine of Swords. Okay, we got the Page of Swords, Remember, I have this deck all messed up, so that's why I'm turning these cards. The Knight of Pentacles and a Six of Wands. So there's truth, right? There's a message of truth that came in, and I think that message of truth is what's scaring you, is that this change is necessary. It's either going to happen slowly, or you need to slow down in order to process this. You need to sit still, right? This Four of Cups. I think you're reacting to it by being stubborn about it, by saying, no way, I'm not doing this. But listen to your intuition, because your intuition is also saying you do need to slow down. You need to take a breath. You need to set those boundaries, and you're going to be victorious. Okay? When we have constant worry or when we have anxiety, as uncomfortable as it might be, it's not always a bad thing, because it's your brain and your body is telling you that something's going on, and it's telling you to take pause. There's another video that I did, the 5 signs it's time for change. That's definitely a video that I recommend people, that you guys listen to. That your body knows what's going on before you even do. And there's certain signs, and I think we're all feeling them, and we just need to be aware. Okay, let's get some clarification on this Seven of Wands, please, Spirit. What does the collective need to know about this Seven of Wands? Ace of Wands, Two of Cups, and the Lover's card. Okay, so 2 things. This is about taking action, right? Setting those boundaries, doing it now. Change is happening, but it's also about um, uh, being passionate about it, right? Being confident about it. But this passion could also be about love, right? You have the Ten of Cups, which is about wish fulfillment, and you have the Lover's card, which could also be a choice. So it's your choice to take this action. But this choice, this change, from going from chaos and conflict, this chaos and conflict chapter that's closing, this change that's happening, this full moon in Aquarius energy and all the other planet energy that's causing us to change. It's causing us to see things differently, to reassess, to tie up loose ends. It's all going to be a happy ending, but we have to make that choice. And that's what the Lover's card is. A Lover's card is a Lover's card, right? It's about love and romance and happiness in your heart, but it's also about a choice. So let's read this chaos and conflict card. I just passed it. I'm actually open to it. Okay. Disarray, being at cross purpose with another, the tension of opposites, the value of chaos before order. So it's always darkest before the light, right? It seems like it's always hardest. What is it? The darkest before the dawn? Is that how the other saying goes? Um, this is a hard time right now, but it's going to lead to a better time, because some of you need to hear this, but some of you might be in a very dark place right now, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. Opposing forces come together to create a turbulent atmosphere, but consider the value of chaos that serves you well as you become unmoored by it. Scattered to the winds, you leave behind the parts of yourself you no longer need, and disperse seeds to reinvent yourself anew. Although the conflict appears to exist externally, its essence is also internal, projected outward and causing disarray. You may find yourself at cross purposes with someone else, facing a storm you feel you can't control. Yet every storm passes, and chaos leads to a reordering of things. Conflict provides a way to see more than one side of a situation. Look upon this as just a moment in time when you may need to take shelter and step away from the fray. Don't be too eager to fight. This is a time to understand rather than be understood. So, what is going on around you is change, right? You have this closing. What's going on around you is the dark before the light, right? The confusion before the clarity. And it's a closing of a chapter. This chapter of this confusion and this conflict and this chaos is closing so that we can have change and we can move towards clarity. You need to be passionate about it. You need to take action. You need to realize that you are ready. As hard as it might be, you are ready to take this action and to move forward. This is a timeline shift. And this is lots of energy that's going on right now, but you can do it. Okay. Thank you so much for all the likes and subscribes. Please share this with anybody you think might need to hear this. And don't forget to smash that like button so that this can be shared and YouTube can pick up the algorithm and it can be sent to more people. There's a good message here, and there's a lot of people that need to hear this message. And don't forget to check out the full moon astrology video, the August astrology, and that 5 signs it's time for a change. There's also a video. Check out the empowerment series, right? The empowerment playlist. Lots of videos there. Okay. And until next time, have a good day.